We always start out with something really grand that we want to accomplish. You know, we want to do all of these things, we want to have all these features, all this interactivity.
The realm of possibilities is practically infinite.
But as we go, as you know, the rubber hits the road, you know, no plan survives first contact with the enemy.
I kind of compare game design to a very, very long journey. You can never really account for all of the roadblocks in the way.
So lots of what comes about can be happenstance.
What you start with is never what you end with, in my opinion.
It's just like a giant puzzle that still I don't have the full comprehension of.
I think a lot of what's difficult about production is sometimes you have to be the bad guy, right? Sometimes you have to cut things, sometimes you have to get rid of things that you really enjoy in the game.
It's kind of like a symphony. You have all these different disciplines coming together. You have the coding, you have the visual design, the sound design.
You figure out that this colludes with this, that mixes with this, and that needs to interlock with that whole section has another like 5 pieces that interlock together.
It's hectic, and it's fun sort of navigating through that chaos.
There's a weird euphoria when you finish the big structure of the game that you're like, oh my God, like this is gonna happen, this is gonna be a game.
Some bugs were fixed, some things were fine-tuned, some numbers were tweaked in the middle of things, and then I'm just like, whoa.
That's when things start clicking together, smashing together like an asteroid.
It's kind of magical, actually.
Genuinely, the feeling is, oh my God, I made a game.
You were able to get to something that not only you enjoy, but your entire team enjoys, and you're passionate about to the point where you don't want it to end, where you want to continue along the path.
You come out of it knowing more than you did before for whatever next venture that you're going on.
You have to realize your first project, your second project, your third is going to be terrible. So let me learn something out of it.
Yes, it's not going to be good at first. No game is going to be good at first. But that's why failing is such a good thing.
You have to fail a lot in order to like get good.
Communication is probably the most important thing to work on while you're a game design major.
Every class there is collaboration. It kind of simulates in a way a real development studio.
And while there is a sense of camaraderie and like undertaking such a massive project, there's also something to be said about pushing through like really, really long hours of work.
The most wonderful thing about working with people, especially working on a very hard project, is the amount of like appreciation and the excitement of finally getting something done together.
I came in not really knowing what I wanted to do, but George Mason, because of the different classes that we have to take, allowed me to explore the different areas of what I might be best at.
Of course, freshman year, learning about like the basics, like the basic design principles and like the history of games, learning how to program, learning coding, learning just like art basics, and then learning sound and music. And just with each new layer of things just came just more experience and more ways to tie all of that together.
One of my favorites was the first programming class I ever took my sophomore year. That was a ton of fun because that was like my first intro of like, yeah, I could do this for the rest of my life. I love this.
Mason holds your hand for those first 2 years, teaches you, all right, this is your track, you're gonna learn, you're gonna get a base knowledge in everything. The program is just kind of giving you such a breadth of experiences that are diverse in the interdisciplinary nature of game design.
I just like the way this curriculum lets you like dabble into different fields as well.
And helped me learn other sides of it, being able to understand all those realms and fields.
I was really nervous going into like making games because it was always just daunting that like it seems like there's a lot of work that goes into it. The professors here at Mason have been like top notch, and they're such characters and they're so unique in their own ways.
A lot of the times you look at the teachers and they're like, oh, they're these people who are above you. That's not really true for the game design professors. You can strike up a conversation with them. They're teaching because they love games.
It doesn't matter how many like long hours into the night you put in, so long as you can like express your love for game design.
I don't know if you can tell, but these are the eyes of a hard worker that did everything he can to be sure that he's going to be a great game designer.
I've learned a lot over like the past like 3 years or so that not only like helped me grow like in my technical skills, but also like as a person.
I want to do something that's cool, you know? And also like not just cool like looking, just like cool feeling so that people actually like experience things and they're like, okay, I feel awesome.